We been ready. The real nurse of Detroit
right
in this mug.
Pull it down.
And y'all gonna introduce yourselves. I hope y'all been okay.
No,
Like,
I haven't.
Oh.
I've been so stressed out.
You know what?
I feel a lot better than I was.
Hey, y'all.
I lost a few pounds, too.
Listen. Yo, we back in the studio. With a mask on. With a mask on. This is the real nurses of Detroit. I'm a little muffled. I'm going to have to take one side off.
You don't have to wear masks in the studio.
I knew that.
These get replaced after every show.
Well, let me take one.
You know, I'm being neurotic about crap.
Can I have the song Mask Off? Mask Off. Hey, Mask Off. Hey, this is a real nurse of Detroit. This is your favorite nurse practitioner. Veronica.
Your fave.
Nurse practitioner, Veronica. And I have with me two of my favorite nurses. Nurse
Consuela.
The bald diva.
Bald diva with a little bit of hair now.
Okay. She done changed.
I'm loving it.
I got some Rona weight and some Rona hair.
She got some Rona weight and Rona hair. But she cute. She fine. Okay. And then my other nurse. What's your name, girl?
What's your name?
What's today? Because every day is something different. But today I'm going to be Sharnika.
Okay.
Sharnika today.
That's Nurse Shar, and I got Nurse Baldhead Diva right here.
Yes.
These my girls, but they always here. They've been here from day one.
I know. I miss you guys. I miss
you too.
I'm so happy to be back in the studio.
Too. I am
like,
too.
I think the last time.
Same.
It's so good. I know.
We're at PodcastDetroit. We are at the Detroit Shipping Company. This is a beautiful place.
Listen, and it's popping down here already.
Listen,
beautiful. It's off the chain.
And it's busy as ever. But it's cool. It's a beautiful day out.
It is.
Like, for real. Like, it's a 30-minute wait to get a table. But it's worth it.
It is.
They got a
We're
bar.
gonna get a table afterward.
Oh, yeah. I already told them. Put me on the list. For real. Like, there's outside seating. Mm-hmm. You gotta have your mask on. Mask on. Wait, mask on. Yay. And, okay, listen. Tonight's topic. What are we talking about? This first 30 minutes, we're gonna talk about pandemic.
My love life.
And the side effects.
I don't have a love life, so. I
So
guess
wait.
Shar is the only person with a love
So
life.
you trying to tell me that you didn't? Y'all wasn't pandemic dating?
No.
Wow.
No. I'm scared.
What you mean?
Mm-mm.
There was no pandemic. Don't lie,
cry.
cause you a whole Gemini.
I want to cry.
You a whole Gemini.
You see, I just went to two different moods. Just
So
that quick.
you try to tell me?
So no, I was dating a guy and it didn't work out. And
in the pandemic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, he was like, my little one thing. If that
Aw, your pretty one thing.
But now, guess what? We're back talking.
Aww.
And today is his birthday.
Oh, happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Another
Whoever
Leo.
Pandemic
Yeah,
boo.
I know.
Oh.
I gotta stay away from these Leos. I know. Gosh.
Wait, no, I thought it was
Shout out
Cancer.
to no,
It's
he
not
a Leo.
Cancer
It's
No,
Leo.
it's Leo season, y'all.
When did Cancer
Let me
end?
tell you something about Leo. Can I?
Them
You know I'm
them
a.
sensitive cancers. I can't with them.
Can
First of all.
Can I tell y'all about Leos though?
Sure.
Cause you know I'm obsessed.
I know
I'm
you-
obsessed.
Yeah, get off the Pisces because you like to stay on our back. Let's talk about
She
Leos.
do.
Let's talk
She
about
do.
Leos because you always
You
trying
sound
to-
like a Pisces.
You
though.
always hitting below the belt.
She
But are you
is.
in your?
She's a
are you-
Pisces.
Are you in your feelings though?
I'm not. I'm just
Okay.
saying because I don't identify with the stuff that you say about Pisces.
Oops.
They be.
I'm talking about the men though.
Okay.
Like I don't date women, so. So here's the thing, Leo season. Leo season is supposed to be the happiest. If you're like into tarot, or whatever, they the happiest card of the deck. They're very positive and uplifting, and just everything is peachy and keen or whatever. But at the same time,
They nuts. They're nuts.
oops,
Obsessive.
oops.
Okay.
I didn't say all of that.
I mean,
I'm just saying that
they're different.
they're supposed to be the kings of the jungle, the lion. They're represented by the lion.
Oh, that makes sense because most of the Leos I know is arrogant and.
Oops.
Yeah, I mean, well,
Listen, I do not.
boom.
These are not the views and opinions of everybody on Real Nurses of Detroit.
Whoever
Just
says
Shar
it,
right now.
it's just Shar. That's what she said. She said what she said.
She said what she said.
But at the end of the day, they're sweet. They're very family oriented.
Yes.
They love their babies. My father was a Leo, and I have to pay homage to him. He passed. His birthday is July 31st, so it's coming up. And yes, I love my daddy, and he was all about you. Did you eat? Did your friend eat? Come on in here and get y'all something to eat.
Oh, see, I'm hungry.
They're very homely, and they want everybody to feel included. So that's one thing that I just really love about Leos. Yeah, other than that, that's what I got to say. Like, for real. But it's Leo season. I will say this. As you guys have been seeing in Detroit, there's a lot of violence going on, right?
Oh, it's
It's
crazy.
really, really sad.
Yeah. And that's what's going to happen during Leo season.
You know what?
Just saying. I'm just trying to keep it 100. Like, I don't like to be the zodiac.
I hate that correlate
I'm-
violence and Leo.
But Leos is going to
Now I'm
protect their territory. They're going to protect their family. They're going to protect their honor. That's what they do.
Now I'm nervous.
But then they be like kitty cats. If they love you, they're going to love you. You know what I'm saying?
I have
Like,
to watch my back. I'm about to sleep with one eye open now.
No.
This
If
Leo
they-
laying next to me. I'm like,
Nah, if they love you, they're not going to
No.
do all that. But, like, y'all heard about that Coney Island shooter, right?
Yes.
man, that was
Lord have
scary.
mercy.
That was so scary. Like, that scared me.
What's going on in Detroit? Like, for real. How you just shoot somebody in the face? Like,
just
at the
what?
Coney Island.
Yeah.
Just straight like
How
that.
you shoot 4 people? Like you
Like it
just,
was
you
nothing.
just get out of line and like pop.
Right.
You know, like who
Yeah.
does that? It's really scary. Like I feel bad for my city. Like,
No,
I
I
really,
do
really
too.
do. And
I
I
do.
feel like we need a like a national day of prayer in the city of Detroit every day. I
Yes.
feel like every single
Yes.
day. Like there should be something trending on social media about praying
Yeah.
for Detroit because it's just
It's
it's
really
bad.
sad.
I mean, it's bad when you feel like you don't. Now that we can go outside,
It's just like I don't even want to.
really wanna
Yeah, I don't want to
outside
go
'cause
nowhere.
I'm
And
nervous
that's-
I don't
about-
want to go nowhere.
And that's real. So
Yeah.
maybe we should go transition right into Rona.
Yeah. Oh my
Rona.
God.
Yo, listen, the last time we was here, we was talking about coronavirus, right? January, we had experts on here. Shout out to Howard Hoff. Dr. Howard Hoff was here. Nakia Davis, she was here on the kidney nurse. So she was talking about the consequences of coronavirus. Like, we were talking about this before anybody was talking. We
Man,
talked
I
about
hear
this before they shut down anything. The
We did.
schools were still in operations. So the one thing I will say, and we can go right into what we're about to do with our children, is
Right.
that the one thing they did right is they let the children out of school
Yes.
early.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the wrong thing they're doing right now is trying to send them back.
Right.
The kids
Yeah,
is
'cause,
healthy.
You know, it was so many people that was upset with the governor for closing the schools, and I really commended her. I
Why?
really commended her for doing that.
Listen,
because-
I stand with the governor from Michigan.
Big
exactly.
Gretch.
Yeah,
Big
Big
Gretch.
Gretch. Yeah, with the buff side.
Right.
Yes, like the one thing they really did excellent
Yeah.
was they protected our children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I am grateful for that. And to be honest, I had the Rona.
Yeah. I did
Anybody
too.
else have the
I
Rona?
had it too. I had
You
it.
had the Rona? You had
back
it?
in April.
Oh
Wow.
no. Podcast Detroit had the Rona. The owner had the Rona. Nurse Shar,
I had it.
You had
back
it.
in April, like the end of April. I had caught
you
it.
was working in a nursing home,
Yes.
right? Did you have the Rona?
I never got tested.
Never got tested. But you
just
didn't have any
because
symptoms?
What-
I didn't have like any symptoms. I mean, I'm sure I was exposed to it because I cared for people
Yeah.
who
With
had
it,
it at
yeah.
work. But I just was like, you know what? My anxiety is too bad.
Mhm.
I would worry too much. Like
Really?
unless I get some type of symptoms or I'm feeling some type of way, I don't want to.
And you know what's crazy? I'm being tested weekly now at work. I have
Yeah.
to be
You
tested.
have to be. It's mandated, right?
weekly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so
Wow.
it's so frustrating. I'm tired of it.
I don't think it should.
Please stop
Well-
sticking this up my nose. Listen.
Have you
I
gotten
feel
the
like a
antibody
cokehead.
testing?
No.
No, why?
So they, even though I already know I tested positive, but we can't get the antibody tested because it doesn't say if you have
Have
it
it.
currently.
Right.
It just says if you
If you were
previously
exposed.
had it.
Well,
Yeah.
IgM, there's two types of antibodies. So there's IgM and there's IgG.
Mhm.
So M, you think of mother, and IgG, you think of grandmother, right?
Right.
So what they're testing right now is for IgG. So that's if you had it in the past. So that means you were exposed to it, you had it in the past, maybe 6 weeks ago. But if you have a doctor that will order the IgM, you will know if you can order IgM and IgG at the same time, so we can see whether you are currently infected and in the past.
Or if you, yeah.
Yeah.
So and
yeah.
that's what I popped positive for was antibodies. So like
Which one?
I'd have to go back and look, to be honest with you. I mean, it's been a couple months since I was tested, because like I started nagging my doc in late March.
And you're exposed to a lot of people
to-
because you got people coming
Well, so
here
and here's why.
podcasting.
So there was the third week of January through about the first week of February, the first weekend of February. I was deader than I have ever been in my life.
Yeah.
I slept more in that 3 weeks than I probably slept in the
Yes.
last 3 years.
Wow.
I had that dry, nasty ass cough.
Yes.
Lost my sense of smell.
Yep.
All this kind of stuff, and so I started nagging my doc to get me, at least antibodies tested, and finally got that done, and yep, positive. And it makes sense because, like, thinking back logically, we had people on our show that were at the CES event in January out in Vegas. That second and third week of January, they now know that was one of the spreader events. That first week of January out in Vegas,
Yeah.
there were at least 24 people walking around positive.
Oh wow. It's scary though.
It is
Like
scary.
to look back on some of our shows. So like you remember when Bobo was here, right?
Yeah.
So I was laughing. Ha 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 ha. ha. I was trying so hard not to cough on the mic. I'ma just be honest. Like I had,
But
you,
I was
and
like
then how
that
you go into the
everywhere.
hospital.
I was like that. I was
Me
scared to cough
too.
because every time I cough, people be like,
Everything you had the Rona.
I know. It's like,
Right, but you walk in the hospital. And
I've
like,
never been happier to be a smoker.
Yeah, I know,
no,
right?
I'm just a smoker. That's
just-
it's not a
yeah,
cough.
I'm
I'm
just-
just yeah.
right. But like, but I
Right.
walked into work, right? We got screened. We started to get screened. They cut off certain entrances because you couldn't come. You had 2 entrances from my job
right.
through the parking decks. And so I'm coming in and I was like, I have a little cough, but it's a dry cough and it's not a big deal. Like, it's
Yeah,
my
they're like,
allergies.
go ahead, turn around.
Like, my allergies is acting up right now. I'm from Michigan,
So I think
right?
that's the sad part. Like when Ford reopened their plants, I had a buddy of mine who went back and they had like the little 4 questions that you had to answer before you
Yes.
walked in. And one of them was, hey, do you have a runny nose, a sore throat? Dude, it's allergy season in Michigan. Who doesn't have those
Who
symptoms?
doesn't?
But every
Yeah.
season is allergy season, right?
Right.
If you ain't from Michigan and you get here, you will have allergies.
Yep.
At some point, you're gonna have allergies. So I'm walking in the hospital, and like I was working in a homeless clinic before,
Oh,
and
okay.
then for 2 months, and everybody was coming in coughing, and I was like, turn outside. The table is outside. We will screen you outside the door. And then we put a mask on them. We put a mask on ourselves.
Right.
We Lysol. So what happened to me is they Lysol the hallway. and
you
that's
walking
what I
straight
knew.
into it, like.
And I was like, oh God. No. I started coughing and I couldn't stop coughing. I thought I was going to die. And I was like, y'all don't use that Lysol aerosol stuff. Because
Right.
he was like, but look, on the bottle, it says it's going to kill that Rona. I was like, no, you're going to kill me. He's like, then you got that Rona in your life.
You must got it
You
in
got
you.
it. You got that Rona in your life.
Right.
I was
'Cause,
like, no, you just tried to kill me with some, I don't even know what's in
What
Lysol.
did y'all fade 45 say?
Huh?
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
Listen.
Right.
Linda,
drink
listen.
Some bleach,
Drink some
drink
bleach,
some hand
drink some-
sanitizer.
Let's
Drink
talk
the-
about 45.
Let's
Can
not.
we?
That's
Let's
our
not.
fave.
He said the
Can we-
children should go back to school.
Who
Do
gave
y'all-
who gave him
man.
a Snickers?
First-
That's my question. Because all of a sudden over the last 2 days, oh, now masks are cool, and oh, you know, and it's
He
your
has
kids-
been wearing a mask.
your kids should still go back to school, but it's not safe enough for a political convention.
Yeah, that
Make that
part.
make sense,
so
though.
he canceled Jacksonville.
Make it make sense though. You know, it's just
Jacksonville though. Why you canceling Jacksonville?
Well, and keep in mind, they went to Jacksonville. Well, so, and like I've been waiting for that announcement to happen because as soon as Charlotte said, nope, like if you're going to have an event here, it's going to be masked up, it's going to be limited capacity, it's going to be this. And he went, well, then screw you, I'm going to Florida.
But did you hear what he said yesterday? He was like,
Oh, it's
The-
just
the
the timing is just
Democrats-
not right
"The
for.
Democrats ain't gonna vote for me." I was like,
But yeah, so and then you know and as soon as the Florida thing got announced, and I've been watching the news reports and like reading the articles where they couldn't get sponsors for Florida because and they blew all their money on Charlotte,
But
so
that's
they
a
had
big
no
state.
budget,
Wow.
and so the sponsors weren't kicking back up again because they're all like. It ain't
Yeah.
gonna happen.
not,
Like we all know this isn't gonna happen.
Right.
You can pretend it's gonna happen,
Right.
but it's not gonna happen.
right.
Wow.
So yeah. So pass me my notes, girl.
You know what? First of all, I just want to let y'all know I will not be sending my son back in the fall.
You're not going. So
He's
your
not-
son,
He wants to go.
your
it's a
son's
no.
not going to school.
No.
How old is he?
He's 10. He'll be 11 in September. He's going to the 6th grade, and he's like, "Well,
That's
you know,
funny.
this
That's my son.
really."
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm like, "No." He's like, "Well, it's 6th grade. That's where I meet all my friends." No, no,
So
See, and
are
on top
you
of that,
just-
my kid's got asthma.
right?
So nope.
Yeah, it's enough for me.
So are you just gonna keep your child out of school for the semester and see how it goes, or what are you
No,
gonna do? Because you gotta work, right?
Yeah, he'll be at home with my mom. She's
Okay, so you have
retired now,
support.
so yeah, so he'll be
Okay.
at home with my mom.
That's
But
what's up.
yeah, I told him, there's nothing wrong with the virtual learning, and he's like, "Well, I'm gonna miss my friends."
And
It
I
is.
feel bad for them.
Yeah.
It's
Even with
a
them getting
lot.
out of school early, like
Right.
I wonder what this kind of does to them. They don't, they're not able to play with, or they weren't able to kind of. Well, they still kind of can't. You don't want
Yeah.
to be around everybody.
Exactly.
But just kind of being locked in your own house, away from your friends, the things you normally do.
Yeah.
Sports. My nephews are very, very active. They play baseball, they
Oh.
play basketball, they play soccer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they're always doing something like almost all year round, and to just come to a screeching halt, like no practice, no games,
I know,
no
and
friends,
it's-
no
But
sleepovers.
They're
no
not
travel.
anymore.
Well, no.
Like all of a sudden, like I'm trying to figure out how in the hell you have high school teams on the field when the pros haven't even figured this crap out yet.
Well, here's the thing.
Right.
Here's the thing. I am a high school track coach.
Mhm.
So I coach in high school. I coach at Cusno in Warren. We didn't have a track season.
Well, I was
So,
gonna say,
here
and see,
was
and track is even football, baseball. Like I mean,
Yes.
yeah.
So here's the thing. What they were trying to do, they were going to move track and the spring
They're
sports.
trying to flip.
Baseball, yes,
Yep.
they were going to flip it. So they were going to, their talks were to move track to the fall.
Really?
So when we go back to school in September, we were starting track season. I was just like, oh, wait a minute, pause. We not ready.
right.
Baseball was going to be there. So you're going to have baseball, football, track, cross country. Is it basketball? I think basketball is the same season, but we have a lot of basketball players that run track. And
So
a lot of,
they're not gonna be able to do both, right?
so I don't think it's gonna happen, to be honest with you. But that was what was in the works, and I feel completely bad. I have kids that I was working with from freshman, sophomore years, that I was like, they were being looked at by Purdue. This is Michigan. They could have got a scholarship. They didn't
Right.
have a whole junior season, and now they don't have a senior season.
Right.
So
Oh.
they didn't even have a chance to even get, recruited. So, by the time I was a junior in high school, I knew where I was going. I had my scholarship set up. So that's between your sophomore and your junior year in high school is a very
Yeah.
important time in
Yeah.
sports
Right.
for these kids. And They didn't get to do none of that. And then a lot of this crime and violence is going on.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that the ones that are athletic are out here doing the crime.
Right.
But I think that it opens up a door for them. They don't have nothing else going on, and ain't nobody gonna sit in the house. I'm stir crazy sitting in the house, and I work. We essential.
Yeah.
I didn't stop working.
Neither did
I didn't either.
And I thought about it.
I'm
April,
ready
I was
to.
like, I kind of want to take a leave.
Listen.
I need to
It's
go talk
so
to
many of
my
my other
doctor and see if
coworkers.
she
I'm
can
calling.
take
I'm
me
like,
off.
y'all okay?
But I didn't.
Y'all okay? Y'all okay at home? They like, yeah, we chilling.
Yeah.
You should have took off too. I'm
Like,
like,
I wish I
couldn't
got
do it though.
a stimulus check.
Listen.
Okay.
Let me tell you something about these people in their cash apps and their unemployment and they
Wait
up
a minute.
80,000. I'm
Huh?
sick about it. I'm sick about
They
it.
making more money than
They
us.
making more money than me,
Yeah.
and I'm
For real.
pissed.
Doing nothing.
But
Doing nothing, sitting at
But
home.
it's
However-
in the system.
However, shout out for the nurses that have gone to the pandemic areas, the Texas, the New Yorks, the
Chicago.
Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, they're getting
Chicago.
paid.
Oh, they
I
getting
know.
paid.
Oh,
big
I got a
time.
friend of mine who's a
wanna do it.
nurse at Beaumont who's been on the COVID ward since day one, and she's like, she gets hit with offers that are
Every day.
ridiculous.
Yes.
Still get
I
emails
wanna-
from
Sure.
travel
I know, and I want to
Yeah.
go so bad, but
And
I
I
be
can't.
like,
We can't even get. Well, I won't say we.
no,
but
it's we.
the DMC
It's
has
everybody.
not even paid its employees
No.
hazard pay.
Okay,
Really?
wait a minute.
That's
Pause.
You know, what?
Pause.
I'm not getting
I
hazard pay
heard
either, so.
I'm getting paid. Oh,
Oh, are you?
don't worry about
Oh,
what I'm doing over here.
Well, you know what? I need to be over there at the VA.
I'm getting paid. I heard I was getting. I heard. Listen, don't tell them where I work. Why is you telling them where I work?
Where you work at?
Listen, I'm a street pharmacist at this point in my life. But listen, I heard a select hospital in the Detroit area is getting 1,000 to 3,000
I'm
in
sorry.
a
where?
check, but they taxing it. I don't like
Well,
that.
you know, they gonna tax it anyway.
But I don't like that because if y'all making 10,000 a week,
My job offered me $2 an hour extra. Oh, okay.
But if you work at Kroger, they getting like $5 an hour extra.
Exactly.
but they're not
I'm a
making
whole
nurses
nurse.
money.
Exactly.
But they're not making
It
nurses
doesn't
money.
matter.
But it doesn't. It's the point
It's
that
the
they give them
point. Like,
some
they're
type of
giving them
incentive.
some incentive. Like, we appreciate you coming into work. And you know,
And this is the year of the nurse.
Can I just say what pissed me
No,
off?
the year of the nurse to die. Go
Listen,
ahead.
This is
Go
what I
ahead.
want to
I'm
say.
listening.
This is what pissed me off in the very beginning when COVID was really, really bad, like April, May. Like, people were posting about nurses, like, this is the job you signed up for.
Right.
So you shouldn't be complaining. I'm like, sis,
Okay.
I never signed a contract that said,
Let's talk about that
like, I
because
want to go to work every day and be at risk
Yes.
of dying or getting
Right.
something that's going to kill me. I
Right.
signed up for taking care of people,
Exactly.
Yes.
not like risking my life
Every
every
day,
12-hour
yeah.
shift that I work. I don't know how people got that twisted, where that came from, but
no, but did y'all get any hate? I saw some of the hate that people were going to the grocery store in their scrubs after work or whatever.
Yes.
And they was like, you shouldn't be here.
Because you
You're
got.
spreading the Rona
Yeah.
Wow.
because you got your same scrubs on and it was like nurses were the enemy. Like we
Yeah.
went
Yeah.
from being heroes to the enemy. And here's the thing, like you call me at any time. You know, I was on there. No, wait, let's pause.
You was
Let's
on
go
where?
back. Let's go back to Facebook. I was on all social media. I was on YouTube. I was on Instagram and Facebook. And who told y'all about hydroxychloroquine in January? Just go ahead and tell.
You know what?
You know what? Yeah. Who tweeted Joe President number 45, the cure, and then he went public with it the next day. Don't do it, cause I got screenshots. I said what I said.
Put it on the table because she said
I
what she
said what I said. And listen, didn't nobody want to listen to me? They was like, oh my God, Trump just said what you said. Now we want to hear what you said. Listen, book an appointment. I'm not doing nothing for free.
You do a book an appointment.
I always be telling y'all stuff for free, but y'all don't listen.
They don't want to listen. They don't
They
want to hear
don't
you.
listen.
They
They
ain't hearing you, V.
And
They ain't hearing you.
sometimes the very sad but hard truth
Yeah.
is if it comes from somebody in our culture,
Why?
that's our complexion.
Yeah.
But why?
We don't believe it. But if a white person
Because
says
she don't know what she's talking about.
oh, then it might hold some weight.
Yeah.
Let's not get into Black Lives
Yeah,
Matter.
let's
That's
not.
too.
But I'm just saying that's the truth.
Give me
though.
2 weeks for that. We're
That's
gonna
the
have
truth.
police officers on the show.
Is they
There's-
fine?
Yeah, they kind of fine,
Sit
girl.
them next
I
to
don't
me.
listen.
Sit them next to me.
Listen, police officers have stalkerish tendencies.
Oops.
Oh. You know what?
Tread lightly.
You about right.
Tread lightly.
You know what?
3 of my
know?
friends
That
dated
one
police
cop-
officers,
'cause
and
this
I-
cop, he
I
had
never
asked-
dated the officer, but I have 3 friends who have, and they all had the same issue.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
no,
That's a
she about
coincidence.
right because this
Seriously.
one cop, I was at the gas station. She asked me for my phone number. I gave him my
Seriously.
phone number, and let me tell you what he did. He called me. He said, "Why you lie to me?" I said, "I'm sorry. What did I lie to you about?" He said, "You told me your name was Char. Your name's Sharnika." First of all, sir,
How did you find out my
even-
name, sir?
how did you even find out?
Did you
I
look
said,
me up?
I
Like,
said,
what
this
is
man
that?
just
Wait,
Mm.
did
pause.
he run my plate?
Can we go back? Last time we was on this show,
What he do?
we did the battles of the sexes, right? Remember? Shout out to the corner potted.
Corner
Corner-
pocket.
Corner
podcast.
pocket.
Yes, yes, yes.
They
yes.
started back up on this past Monday.
Yes,
You know,
they
my
did.
daughter was with them.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. So, remember last time we was talking about the honey pack?
Girl, that honey pack. Listen,
I seen it
you know
all
what?
over Facebook.
Today is Bay's birthday, so I might go get me a honey pack.
What?
And I'm gonna let y'all know how that work out.
I don't know.
I'm going because I know they got it at that gas station right there on 75 and more. I know they do. 'Cause they got it taped up there. I'm going to get me a pack. It's
Now
going
listen,
down.
nurse. Don't you do that going to no gas station buying no medication.
Wait a minute.
You don't know nothing about. You don't know what's in it. Don't you do that.
You can't even read the ingredient. Give me that right there.
Everybody was on that. Everybody was on my post like, "What's a honey pack?" I was like, "I don't, I
Y'all better
don't
get
know."
that.
Ask Sharnika.
Y'all better get y'all that honey pack. You know what I'm
I said,
saying?
"This hour is brought to you by
The
Honey Pack and a Rhino at your local gas station.
Wow.
Okay.
Honey Pack, call me. We gonna need sponsorship."
I swear.
Cause I
They-
swear I never saw a honey pack in my life.
But have you
Never-
seen one now? you see them now, ain't you? I know. I ain't gonna tell you how I know, but I know.
How you know?
You know.
Okay, so
When you know, you know.
so is that another side effect of the Rona? So,
Oh, is it?
yeah, because it's some like. I mean, listen. There's been a lot of concerns. I've had new mothers in my inbox,
Mhm.
like pregnancy in the Rona, dating in the Rona, children.
Well, I know a lot of people who got pregnant during the.
Yeah, this
People
is the-
have
the
gotten
end of the year. My
Baby.
field gonna be popping.
Oh yes.
I mean, it's picking
You know,
up now.
I
but
might have to.
by the time December comes,
Oh yeah, it's
all them Rona babies.
yeah,
It's
all them
We
coming
Rona
got
out.
Rona
babies.
babies. Okay.
Rona babies.
What else? What else? How
Please
about
don't name
mental
your
health? Like, can we
child
talk about
Corona.
mental health?
Please don't.
and we're seeing a lot of the mental health issues right now in celebrities, right? So we have
Okay.
what's her name?
Kanye West.
Let's start at the top.
What Kanye West?
Nope.
Oh,
Naya
Who?
Naya Riviera
Oh.
from Glee.
oh, so we not gonna talk about
Are
Kanye
they
West.
We gonna
saying
go
that she
there.
committed
Hold on.
suicide?
Yes, on the boat
Really?
with her son was on her 4-year-old son was on the boat, and they didn't know what happened to
I
her.
thought about that in the beginning because I was
Yeah.
like, how did she get her son back to the boat safely? But then she drowned. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't
I
hear
wondered
about
if it
the-
was kind of like
She was from
intentional or
Glee.
not. Yeah.
She's
Really?
one
I
of the
didn't hear about
cheerleaders.
this.
Woman.
She's one of the cheerleaders on Glee, and she was on Disney as well. And she ended up she drowned herself pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's one of the celebrities, Tamar Braxton.
Yeah.
That was a
They said an alleged suicide attempt. Right?
Yeah, it was
Really?
not alleged. It was.
Wow.
She definitely tried. She was upset with the producers. I guess she had her own show coming out called Get Your Life, and she
Mhm.
was spinning off of her Braxton's
Braxton
family
family
values,
values,
right? And they didn't like the way she was pursued and or put out there, and she also had some personal things that she didn't want anybody to know. I guess she was molested and things of that nature. So that was put out there without against her will, and she was like, "This is supposed to be a strong black family, and you just tore it apart." And she didn't like it, so she's like, "I created this show, and you guys are tearing it apart." Yeah, so she tried to take her life as well. So she just went to a mental institution in California.
Wow.
And of course, last but not least, and there are probably more,
Yeah.
Kanye West.
Mhm.
Let's talk about Kanye.
I don't know what's wrong with that guy.
I knew he was off his
They
meds
got-
when he started talking about running for president. I said, this boy is not
He
taking
ain't
his
been taking his
medicine
medicine.
again. I just didn't believe it. Like, president.
Why?
I said,
But he met
I
with
thought it was a joke when I first heard it. I'm like, why he play so much?
But he met with another Gemini.
Oh.
You can relate.
I'm
45. You come on.
No,
you need
I
to
did
be
not-
able to tell us
no.
what's going on with your president.
No.
Because you're a Gemini.
I did not know he was a joke.
She's a Gemini, right?
No, you
So
know
she
what?
should be
No,
able to
you
tell
know
us
what?
what
The
he's
zodiac has
thinking.
changed, and I think I'm a Taurus now.
Who changed it?
You are
You
full of
ain't
it.
see that? It was on
You
Facebook.
are
Who changed it?
That's
That's
a
not
lie.
real.
It was
Listen, you know how much false information is on Facebook?
It was on
Period.
Facebook, and I know it's real because it was on Facebook. And they said that I was
Okay.
a Taurus now. I'm a
That's
Taurus.
a disclaimer. Where's my bell? Give me a bell.
You don't need a bell.
I need
Please
my
don't.
bell.
You and that
Don't.
bell.
Don't.
Give me my bell.
Sure.
I'm gonna
Please.
take a break.
I beg
I'm
of
gonna
thee.
get my
I
break.
beg of thee.
I'm gonna get my bell.
You and that bell.
tonight.
No.
But let me tell y'all something. One thing.
I didn't know 45 was Gemini. I'm
He is-
upset about that.
How do you not know Donald Trump is a Gemini?
I did not know that. I'm highly upset
Kanye
about
West is a Gemini.
that. I know, but
Lauren Hill is a Gemini. Biggie Smalls, Tupac.
Tupac.
Oh, I thought Biggie Smalls was March 9th.
He is a Gemini, girl.
No, he's May 21st.
No, he's a
He died. He was
Gemini.
murdered on March
Mm.
9th. I think
Yes,
is what it
girl,
was.
you know your
It's
stuff.
it's
I
some
do,
crazy.
because I was a
pe-
Biggie and Tupac fan.
She said it's so crazy.
It's some crazy people. Some
No, it's a
Geminis.
lot of entertainers that are Geminis. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe that's what I should have been.
Yeah. Hey, can you pass that bell?
No, please
I
don't.
forgot about
Please
it.
don't.
I learned about
No.
you and Bell.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Listen,
Thank you,
stand
sir.
down.
Thank you, sir.
She's not
They
allowed.
ain't right because this is my show, and I'm gonna get my bell. I think
I
we
might need to
break.
go talk to somebody because
I
I
think
don't
we
want to
need a
end up
break.
like these people.
Yeah,
Oh, I
because
feel like I do want to talk to somebody.
I need
No,
to go talk to somebody.
but that you know what? That's
Because
real.
I was the hospital I was at.
Yeah.
Listen,
What happened?
I don't want to name drop because
Don't name drop, but
We
tell
all-
us what
Oh,
happened.
I was just we were in the thick of things. I mean,
Oh,
we
yeah.
were all on the media.
Okay.
We got a whole lot
Oh,
of bad publicity.
yeah.
Oh.
I mean, and I
Mhm.
know because of COVID, people were dying in droves every day at every
Yeah.
hospital. So I'm not just saying that it was happening at my hospital, but there was a lot of things going on at my hospital that was just making me mentally like,
Yeah. Oh, I know.
What is really
oh my
going
God,
on?
like,
When the truth come
how am
out.
I gonna feel after this? You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
I feel like I do need to verbalize that to a professional about
Right.
what I went through, how I felt when you keep hearing cold blues being called,
Oh my
Yeah.
you know,
God.
over and over again, when you're placing dead bodies in places that they shouldn't be, and you know,
Yeah.
because you run out of room in the
Room in
morgue.
the
When you
morgue,
pull
yeah.
up to the job every day in your parking lot, you see all these trailer coolers where you know they're keeping, you know, expired people. It's just overwhelming. It was
Yeah.
just a whole lot to kind of
Yeah.
take in. Every
How is
single
y'all
day you
mental
went to work.
health? Let's talk about that. Like, how is your mental health? Like, it's real. Like, you know, I work in a psych
Right.
ward.
But you know, that's why
So
I said I
even-
think I need to talk to somebody.
yeah.
Honestly, you
That's
know,
real talk.
I feel like I do need to talk to somebody because I did see a lot of things that I'm not sure that I was okay with. You know, so it's kind of hard.
That's what's up.
Oh, he
Hey.
looks
Hold on,
familiar.
I left something in my car. Hold on.
Okay.
I know him from somewhere.
I think both. So
Did he work
we're gonna take a break.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna take a break, but I think it's very honorable that us. Remember last time we were talking about African Americans not wanting vaccines.
Mhm.
And now here we are with coronavirus, and they're trying to come up with a vaccine, right? And then on top of that, I think that
And
mental
if you went
health.
to stocks, you might want to buy some with Vaxart.
You said what now?
If you went to stocks,
Oh, everybody's
I'm
doing
trying to
stocks.
learn
And
more about
look
that.
into Vaxart though.
we're gonna talk about the vaccines and stocks and stuff like
It
that.
looks a little
But at the
promising.
same time, people don't trust Dr. Fauci. Well, he wrote a lot of books that we, in internal medicine as providers, we have learned from him for generations.
Mhm.
But people are like, oh,
I mean, he's not that old. You can't say generation.
I promise you, if you look up the Harrison's internal medicine book, he is the number one author on that book, and I posted it on my Instagram and my
Really? I didn't know
Facebook.
that.
Yes,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't question anything he
is the
says.
Guru. He is
Yeah.
the guru. I don't care what.
I'm just
nobody
saying, don't
says.
make the man that old.
He's old as.
Hey, did you see him throw? Did you see him throw out the opening pitch last night?
He's old as.
Yeah, did you see him throw out the opening pitch last night?
Cut me off.
You-
He's old as.
But he looks good for his
He
age.
does
He
look
looks really
good,
good.
though.
He must.
Because
He
he
knows
ain't
something.
stressing.
He knows
Here's
something.
the problem. Here's the problem. Here's the thing. Not a problem. It's not even a problem. When I know what I know, I don't care what you talking about or what she talking about. You can assassinate my character, but I know what I know. And at the end of the day, I stop telling people I told you so. I do because I document, right? And documentation don't lie. So you could go back to 1980, whatever, and you see all the presidents I've served. You see books that I've written. My name is on this and on that.
Right.
And yes, people are like, oh, the conspiracy theory right now. And, I listen to all this stuff. I think it's fascinating. So the conspiracy theory is like that he's benefiting from the vaccination financially. And if he is and if he isn't,
Where
it's
does he
still
get
your
this stuff?
choice
Right.
of whether or not you take that vaccination, right?
But
Right.
Just
is it-
like
so when it comes out, and not to cut you off, but
yeah.
is it going to be a choice for healthcare professionals? Because we no longer have a choice for
With the
flu.
flu,
Please.
right?
You know what I'm saying? So
Listen.
Right.
is that going to be
Linda.
mandatory?
Linda, I'm
For
a nurse
us?
practitioner. It's always ways around everything. It's 50 ways to love your lover. There's 50 ways to leave your
You
lover.
know what?
And
Where
I
that book
got
at?
you.
I need. Where the
Got
book?
you.
Where's 50 ways to get a lover?
Oh!
You know
okay.
what? She said it. Where the book
Okay,
at? I
and
need to read
Rona,
that.
I got y'all
Read-
after this break. We're
I
gonna
need
come
that book.
back and we're gonna talk about how we get a lover in the Rona. And the plastic surgeon is in the building because
In the
we
building.
You know what? And
She
I'm
gonna- she gonna
and I'm
take care
coming
of
off
all
of
of this.
Facebook
If
dating
this-
app.
if
I'm
this
taking this
woman-
Facebook dating off my phone.
Right, don't
The
help.
plastic surgeon is in the building,
Ooh.
and here he comes. Here he
Ooh.
comes, and he's a
Ooh.
Virgo. No, he's a Virgo.
My son is a Virgo.
Damn. Okay, we need a break.
What's your son's most redeeming qualities?
Please stop.
She only focus on the
I
negative.
can't.
One
I
bad
cannot.
with Virgo,
I
she just have
cannot.
to
He's
be
a
very
sweetheart.
He came over here
Where'd
from
she go?
surgery.
What do these Virgos do to you? Because you know when you've been on tip with these Virgos
I
and these
don't like
Pisces.
Virgos.
You've been on tip with these Virgos and
Virgos
Pisces.
and Pisces.
No,
She don't
Pisces
know
I'm
no.
gonna give her credit because she'll spread it around though. She'll
I do.
point out the negative.
No.
And everybody, except for Capricorn.
What,
I
Well,
said
see.
I don't mess with male Capricorns.
what's wrong with male Capricorns, ma'am?
R. Kelly.
Oh!
Oh, well.
And it
I brought you something.
Listen,
You got your
What's that?
you got your bell today?
no,
No,
it's right
no,
there.
not that
So
bell.
look,
Doesn't
I
need
brought
the
you
bell.
something better.
Yes.
What's
What?
This is
What
called
is
a
it?
flexitone.
Okay.
If you a fan of 90s rap from the West
I
Coast,
thought it was a
you
sex
would know
toy.
all about the flexitone because you heard the song
Ooh.
before. You heard the song before, but you don't know what made it. That's the flexitone.
That's
Oh,
some.
I had
Snoop.
that.
Is that Snoop Dogg?
Snoop Dogg,
Yes, it's-
DJ Quick.
Who?
Like that West Coast.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
that. Yeah. I
What
know
song? Give us a song.
I blaze up so I can get. I smell it.
Oh!
Get it out. I can't say it.
Yes, we can. It's a podcast. Yes.
Oh,
you can.
shoot. I thought we were going to get fined by the FCC or something like that.
We're
What
going
was
to take a
that drink
break.
he got out
We'll take
there?
a 10-minute break and we'll be back, y'all.
Okay.
What's that? Like